Sunday Scaries. Great transition, you guys like that?
Yeah. A bunch of people that we should have said nope to.
Yes.
Nope.
Nope to Saquon Barkley.
Good music, too.
6.8 fantasy points on the day. He came in with, the designation on the injury report was neck-related. And, I mean, the usage was not there, guys, overall. Daboll's claiming it was more game script than injury. But you have to be concerned for Barkley for the rest of the year,
They got their butts kicked. I mean, it was game script somewhat. I
think it was everything.
Yeah, I mean, they've gotten their butts kicked before, though, and he still gets carries. I mean, he just disappeared from the game entirely, and you're not feeling good about the run of matchups either. They play against the Commanders. He did nothing really against Washington when they played a week ago.
Right.
And then it's the Vikings who have a halfway decent run defense and bottled up the Lions' rushing attack. Then it's Indianapolis and then Philadelphia. Like, you're not feeling good about Saquon. Would you rather have Bam Knight at this point than Saquon?
Yeah,
before it's close.
Yeah, the fact that it's a conversation tells you everything you need to know about that one as well. It's just absolutely crazy here on Saquon Barkley. He's now had under 40 rushing yards in 3 of the last 4. He's had one game with more than 20 receiving yards since week 7. Played 31% of the snaps. He had 11 touches in this game. Yeah, I mean, it's like you don't feel good about it. But it's one of those things, it's like, what do you do about it? Like, in terms of, like, if you have Barkley, like, unless you, like, you'll see where he comes in the rankings, and that kind of stuff, and we'll dial down. But, yeah, you don't feel good about him against the Commanders. No. I don't know that there's anything to do about it other than, like, lower expectations significantly. Hope better days are ahead and hope he gets healthy. But I will say that when you think about the schedule and the usage and the lack of production recently, if you did pick up a Bam Knight, if you do have viable options, then you might consider benching him moving forward. It's weird to say, right? Just the chance at a touchdown and the receiving work just raises his floor, though. So you're probably
right.
You're probably still starting him, but it's just like, as you calculate sort of your lineups, like lower expectations, lower projections on him.
There was once hope Sam Darnold could maybe get something out of DJ Moore's fantasy season right now. DJ Moore yesterday, guys, no catches. No catches. Not a goose egg because he got the ball. He got 2 handoffs, but no catches for DJ Moore.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a game, like, they were leading the entire time. They got up 17-0 in a hurry, and they were like, well, we're not going to put this game in Sam Darnold's hands. We're going to give it to the running backs. And they were running so efficiently. And the Seattle run defense is just atrocious. Like, CMC might break records on Thursday night, honestly. That Seattle run defense is a mess at the moment. And so DJ Moore, he suffered from that because they weren't going to throw, and they weren't going to throw to him. So not much you can take out of it.
I mean, and that's the point, right? It's just the running, right? Carolina now has at least 45 rushing attempts in 3 of their last 4 games. They're running so effectively. They're using Foreman. They're using Hubbard. They want to just run and run and run and not let Sam Darnold, throw a ton. They're trying to protect him a little bit. Like, they feel like they have a decent defense here. Steve Wilks, their interim head coach, obviously comes from the defensive side of the ball. And so, hey, we're going to play conservative and we're going to grind out wins, which is what's been happening here for Carolina. Credit the Panthers under Steve Wilks. I mean, he's had under 30 receiving yards in 5 of the past 6. 42%, guys, of his receiving yards this year have come in 2 games. He had less receiving yards on Sunday than Penei Sewell.
Yeah.
I mean, he did. Penei Sewell caught 1 ball for 7 yards, and that's more than DJ Moore did.
To be fair, we did predict that on Fantasy Football.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there you go. As you see it there on your screen, Penei Sewell, the offensive tackle for the Detroit Lions, had 1 target, caught 1 ball for 9 yards. DJ Moore, 3 targets, 0 receptions, 0 receiving yards. So, yes, he'd have been better off starting Penei Sewell at wide receiver than DJ Moore.
Last one here, the Dolphins offense on Sunday Night Football. The Dolphins offense, whether it's Tua, the backfield, Waddle, and then to cap it all off, Tyreek Hill now dealing with an injury.
Yeah, I mean, that's the tough one, right? But Tyreek Hill, so hopefully he's healthy, and we'll see. We'll track that story as the week goes on. He still had a big week.
Yeah, Saturday.
I mean, like, had the heads-up play. He gets the touchdown. Different sites are scoring that differently. Usually what it is you don't get the points for the yardage. It's basically like recovering a fumble in the end zone. But you do get the 6 points for the touchdown here. To me, the bigger story here is, Tua was awful. Jalen Waddle was awful. I mean, I was on Football Night in America in front of 12 million people saying, I think Tua's going to have a monster game. And I was wrong. Like, give me the big L on Tua. He looked awful. And Brandon Staley provided people, along with the Niners the week before, but provided defenses, hey, this is how you play the Dolphins. You play press coverage up on them. You disrupt their routes. Jalen Waddle was bad. And now they're playing at Buffalo. Do you feel good about any Buffalo Bill on the road?
Any Dolphin?
A Dolphin at the Bills?
Yep. Tirico, that's it.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBC Sports and RotoWorld.com. Just want to thank you so much for watching what you just watched, or at least being too lazy to click out of it after the autoplay just kept it going. So either way, thank you so much for just letting it scroll by your screen. And now I'd like to ask you respectfully, okay? Respectfully, please subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel for the latest NFL news, fantasy headlines from RotoWorld, and betting analysis from NBC Sports Edge.